Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? Alright, we're going to do another WIP and chat today. Craftably's Midnight Warrior by Sarah Burrier. Okay, 20 by 28 inches, round drill, 62 colors in total, including 2 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drill. And 2 rhinestones. Iridescent faceted tops and silver bottoms, basically. Alright, so how's it going? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. It's just overcast and slightly windy here. Blah. Kind of got a bit of a headache, but yeah, I think it's just the weather. It's just bleh. Alright, I think we're on the S symbol here. So, I think it's a green. Kind of looks like it. Alright, that'd be 29. Hopefully your crafting and other hobbies are going well. Okay. 29. Yep. Or if you're just hanging out, thanks. It's nice having you. Alright, yeah, there's just a few S's. There isn't very much of this color. I'll need a little more than that. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll see. Alright. Okay, S. Yeah, she just has a couple leaves in her headdress here. And this green's apparently just part of the... I'd imagine they're leaves. Yeah, they look like leaves. Yeah, works for me. Yeah, just back on day shift at work, and yeah, that one will go. Same old radio chatter that just is ongoing throughout the day. It's one instance where a reception was trying to get in contact with somebody on the other side of the plant and nobody was answering. And lo and behold, for like a staff meeting, hey, have a radio on you so you can answer radio calls. It's like, that was pretty bad. Hello, anybody on the other side? Oh my gosh. Just, were the radios charging or what was going on? There's less radios over on that side of the plant than there are on the edible side, which I work. 4 or 5 radios on our side, and then, yeah, probably about 2 or 3 if we're lucky. Oh, and people were on break over there, or the machinery is loud. It took like 3 calls on the radio. Yeah, that's when radios get really annoying. Somebody's getting paged and then nobody answers. It's I hate that. It's like somebody just answer. It's for something very straightforward too. It's like, oh well, say I love you. yeah, pretty chill day. So nothing too out of the ordinary. Silly wax. Okay, there's just S's up here in the corner. Yeah, I guess I read that Stephen Amell is coming back in the final season of The Flash. And some people have mixed reactions to that. Thought Stephen Amell's Arrow character got killed off or something. I don't know, I just read that in one of the threads, the chat threads responding to that news. It's like fact, Stephen Amell is returning for the final season of The Flash. That could very well just be a cameo. I don't really follow those shows. I watched like a part of Arrow and it was just, yeah. And then I watched The Flash too and I was like, yeah, this is just not my thing. We all tried to watch it here in the house a few years ago, like the first season kind of things. It's like, yeah, just lost interest. Well, it's touch and go for that kind of thing. Alright, 29. Oh, yeah, there's 3 more drills of this S further up to in the hedgerows. But for now, yeah, that's all the S for now. Now, The Last of Us, there's a TV show based on the video game franchise. Staying away from that. The video game did it better. I think it was like Naughty Dog or something. I played The Last of Us, like the first game. I haven't played the second, The Last of Us 2. But yeah, just, yeah. Let's leave that alone. It's not going to be the same as the video game. They're going to mess around with it or change stuff in it, I'd imagine, for TV. No. Alright, I have an AB here. The up arrow. Yeah, just more of our headdress here. Alright, just making sure it's the actual AB because there's another arrow. Yeah, big difference between the two. Okay, up and down. Okay, 60. Up. Alright, I'll just kind of choose a place to start and fill in. Yeah, just the headdress, again the leaves. Just doing greens for the moment. Nose is running. So. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's just an ever so slight headache, but yeah. It just must be the weather outside or something. It's just, I know the headache's there, but it's not like really throbbing kind of migraine. Yeah, it's just very mild. It's like a drill sticking up. Okay, there we go. Up arrow. Yeah, for characters like the Green Arrow or whatever, if they like pass away via like a story or something, it's just really weird to just bring characters back from the dead, because usually if characters getting killed off or whatever, it had a meaning behind it. But it's just really, it seems really gimmicky to bring a deceased character back. They did that with Superman as well. Superman died and then is brought back to life. One of those Marvel movies. Or DC movies. I said Marvel. Oh, whoops. One of those DC movies. Yikes. Whoa. That's how to start a riot. Okay, Superman's DC. Okay. Let me clarify that. I just said it wrong. Woo! Yikes. What did you say? Okay, put the comic book down, go outside or something, or read another book with lots of words in it, or something that, like, I don't know. Just... Yeah, I'm like a Garfield or Charlie Brown type comics guy. Not really superhero comics kind of guy. Don't know too much about any of that superhero lore. Yeah, just seen Marvel and DC movies. That's about my extent of comic book characters. That's about my knowledge. Whatever I see in there, it's okay. That's that. No, nothing wrong with liking comic book characters and that, but if you're just going to have some sort of spasm or attack over a missaid fact or something, then should really meditate or something, or take a breather. There is way too much going on in comic books and going back and forth and multiple different universes and parallel. Now, it's just so convoluted at this point. Don't know what's really happening or supposed to be going on. It's just, yeah, there's how many different versions of Spider-Man at this point? That's Marvel. Different timelines, and it's just like, oh my god. Just like a remake or a reboot or reimagining of a character. I don't know why there would be alternate universes with these Spider-Mans. Just... I'll never understand that kind of stuff, but yeah, there's time travel tropes, and yeah, I just don't like the multiple universe thing. Going back in time and resurrecting people who have like passed away, like that's just seems like an overused trope in comics and stuff. It just really ruins the whole value of somebody's sacrifice or life in a story. It's like, oh, well, just bring them back. Yeah, just for the giggles. Popular character, bring him back. Bring him or her back. Or them. It's like, okay. Yeah, going to do something else now. Bye. It's like, no, thank you. I don't know, and like these book to movie adaptations or book to TV series, it's just, yeah, you're most likely holding the source material, like the published book or whatever, and you're tweaking with stuff. Like, should just translate it to the screen. But just creative liberties or something, and just totally tweaking with it and just triggering people. Like, tweaking with like an idea or a character or something. Yeah, there's one character in The Walking Dead, or if that's done now, I'm not sure either. Yeah, one character which they added to the AMC Walking Dead series. Yeah, people just fell in love with. Yeah, I think The Walking Dead's done now. I have a few seasons of that on DVD, but yeah, it's just another one of those things where to get like into it, sit there and watch it, kind of like. Probably seen the pilot of that 2 or 3 times now, and get a couple episodes in and then just distracted again. But that's me. Yeah, the end of Game of Thrones triggered people. It's just the TV series, HBO series, I think it was on HBO. Yeah, the ending of that triggered people, but yeah, the final book in that epic saga or whatever, high fantasy, yeah, hasn't been published yet. And instead, the author did a prequel like 200 or 300 years before everything else happened in the first book. Like, went before, and it's like, this isn't Winter's End or whatever that final book's going to be called. Like, who the heck does that? I'm sure at this point the author would have that major stuff like planned out, like laid out in each of the books, like specific events in each of the books. That's like Wheel of Time and Sword of Truth. Like, certain events like that, you're going to have to plan out, because just slamming everything down in one book would just, holy cow. Brain cells would fry. Spread the stuff out, introduce the world a bit at a time, conflict a bit at a time. Yeah, and world building, like on the page. In film, from like a screenplay or whatever, you kind of describe the scene or the source material if it's from a book. You kind of get a really good idea of what to expect or what stuff should look like. That's interpreted by the director, producers, etc., set design. And perceptions of what something should look like, maybe a little different from person to person. So movie producers and that are probably just out of original ideas. They're just now looking to popular media. Yeah, they did that with Uncharted as well. Yeah, movie out of that. Video game franchise. It was Naughty Dog as well. Yeah, Uncharted has that adventure kind of tone to it anyway, so it naturally could translate into an action film. Like, that works. But yeah, high fantasy stuff can yeah, it's a little bit more openness for creativity to an extent, because it's a mythical world, or a world of magic, etc. And totally different content, for sure. Last of Us, post-apocalyptic or post-outbreak, yeah, future stuff, Game of Thrones, medieval high fantasy. That's accurate sounding. Kind of like old traditions and different cultures. Yeah, there's just a ton of stuff up there. And space opera. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Oh. Space opera, it's totally creative license. Make up entirely different, like, systems, like, to go planets, stars. Yeah. That's just painting a whole universe to be told in a wide scope story. Well, Harry Potter, that franchise for the movies, some stuff probably got tweaked from the books to film. Yeah. There's just a whole bunch of media where, like, stuff is just, it's not the same. It's almost, the source material is almost better. I'll always just go with the source material. So, no, Harry Potter movies weren't bad, like, for their time when they were out. I enjoyed them at the time because I was younger and stuff, but yeah, no, movies were alright. I still like the books. I think everyone will just always like the books. That's just me. Anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Down below in the description, I put my Facebook profile name, my Echoes of Color Facebook business page, and my Instagram. All three, I just post WIP, work in progress, section completion kind of updates. Yeah, nothing fancy or anything. Just 20-second kind of read photo of the section I finished and who the artist is, diamond painting company. Yeah, it's a very short blurb. Try to keep the posts like relatively the same across all three. But yeah. I also post 2 of my walking challenge main websites just for information purposes. Yeah, I won't earn a commission, nor am I partnered or affiliated with Conqueror or Pacer. Conqueror being the fourth part of Lord of the Rings Challenge, Iasoron, and Pacer being Silk Road trading routes used in Asia way back in 700 BC. So, just how they moved silks and stuff, or just general goods across Asia way back when. But yeah, feel free to check that stuff out. Take you to the main website, so of those two. But anyway, take care. All the best with your crafting endeavors. I'll get this posted up and probably see you fairly soon. Alright, bye. Take care.